MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Oakland A's. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2-1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got two teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Oakland Athletics.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Andrew Triggs will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump now is Andrew Triggs. Not your conventional over-the-top, more of a low 3/4 guy, sinker slider type of guy, but he does throw hard. His sinking fastball anywhere from 92 to 94 miles an hour. He makes his living on throwing pitches out of the zone. You'll know if he's on early, getting ahead, strike one, making him chase those bad breaking balls off the plate.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Left fielder, number 20.
First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Lays off 2-2 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
Now the pitch. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Triggs playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 19th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And that one just missed outside.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Ready. Here's the first offering. A late swing at a slider for a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance in the inning following the base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's in the dirt. Torres, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's a look over to first. And he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw. And he'll get back in safely. And yet another throw over. And he'll dive back in. Now the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
The 0-2 delivery. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. One left for the Yankees. Yankees nothing. A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's hit 2 home runs so far in this series already, so you know he's feeling really good about himself. You can bet they were talking about him in the pitchers' meeting before the game, so their focus is on him, and so is mine.
Lance Lynn is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Lance Lynn is a strike-throwing machine. Not an overpowering guy. He's 92 to 95 miles an hour. He's going to throw anywhere between 60 to 70% fastballs. Does have the slider and does use his changeup. He's primarily a fastball-type pitcher. If he has that good breaking ball, he could be really tough.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Now to the plate, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Way in front of that fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Lowry.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. One out, nobody on. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss, and Lowry's a strikeout victim here. 2 away.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches, not throw a single ball, and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Into the box, Alejandro Pinto. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of this series. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Chris Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Lynn steps into his windup. 1-0 on its way. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Lynn has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. But the A's hit the board first on this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second, and Oakland has claimed the early 1-0 lead.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
First pitch of the at-bat. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. Stepping up now, Justin Bour. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. 1-0. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Batting 8, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Here now the 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Pinto goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Behind 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Batting 6, right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Designated hitter.
Stepping into the box, Matt Joyce. Lynn looks in. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging, a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Here's Miguel Sano. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Third baseman, Miguel Sano.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
First delivery to him on the way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Gonzalez is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of the ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Bill scoops it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Dustin.
Digging in,
Fowler.
Dustin Fowler. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike. Fowler, 23 years old. He was taken in the 18th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Chris
Stepping in, Chris
Taylor.
Taylor. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Lynn looks in. Here comes the first pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me he was caught a little off guard when the play came his way.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Taylor leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a swing and a fly ball. Sano in foul ground, and that will end up a foul ball. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Here now the 2-2. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The A's strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. A wave and a miss.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is there to record the first out. Giancarlo Stanton now looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that stone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he gets a curveball at the letters, but swings right through it. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. 7 in a row. Flat out dominant, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail this one 1-0. Now batting, Alejandro Pinto. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Here's Chris Davis now. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Moore is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in to try it again. Matt Olson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two. Now another 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Now batting, right
outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Piscotty, a 27-year-old who was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And that's through for a hit. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 2-0 ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he'll motion for the bullpen. That's going to be all for Lance Lynn. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Dylan Betances answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's Matt Joyce now, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Betances is ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2, and it's fouled away. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. We're through 4. It's now 2-0 Oakland.
Leading off for the Yankees, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes the 1-0. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin.
Into the box, Justin Bohr. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Way out in front.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Bohr playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 25th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Justin Bohr becomes the second out here in inning number 5.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled off. Missed with a breaking ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Center fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Fowler. set. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
The 0-1 pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. In the bullpen area, he squeezes it to record the out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Chapman leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. The way their pitcher's going, Dero, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, telling the slab he's on fire right now.
Here's Jed Lowry now, and he fouls this one off. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
Tapper up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The next 0-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Stepping in now, Alejandro Pinto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Betances sets. Here's
Fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the A's 3 and the Yankees nothing. Here's Miguel Sano. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Oh, he's really getting the better of him. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Digging in once again, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Brett Gardner will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two out, nobody on. A shot down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Now you could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. The 1-2. Liner towards second. But there to take it in is a well-positioned Lowry, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Chad Green enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 57, Chad Green.
So striding in, Chris Davis. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Chris Davis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. That smoked, but right into the shift. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Now batting, first baseman.
So coming to the plate, Matt Olson. 0-for-2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
1 out, nobody on. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Bases are empty, one man out. High pop up. Green moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder.
So striding forward now, Stephen Piscotty. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat. With another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the third base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Curveball that time, not even close.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Drilled on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Throwing the dirt as this pops right up over his shoulder.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roll, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Butcher.
Now in the box, Justin Bohr. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees. Still down 3-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Matt Joyce. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Matt Joyce.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 now to Joyce. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, third baseman.
Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Now batting.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Moore is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 8th inning coming up. The A's lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Didi Gregorius. And they'll need him to get something going here.
He's starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Buchter, a native Pennsylvanian. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. The 2-2 is laid off up for ball number 3.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2 in that last pitch on 2-2, wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And it's fouled away. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series, and that'll put the Yankees on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Jerry Familia is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 32, Jerry Familia. Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
The left fielder, number 20, Carlos Gonzalez.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. He's set, and the pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Oh and 1, here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike 1. Lifetime against Familia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Pulled toward right center field. Fowler's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. The Yankees claw back a bit thanks to the home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 3 and the Yankees 1. At the plate, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good. 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Here comes the first pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. High in the air out to center field. After it is Gardner. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Sliding into the box, Alejandro Pinto. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul. Strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Bourne on the move. And that ends the inning. A's are gone in order, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Blake Trinan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Blake Trinan.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. So 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. The 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Yankees, good night.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The A's take a 3-1 series lead and now look to clinch. Andrew Triggs gets the W on the mound. Lance Lynn couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.